Okay, in today's video, what we're going to be talking about is the importance of a first scan. What I mean by that is, say for instance, you had a process upset and you needed to let your state machine know, for instance, that there was an upset and it needs to go to a safe state, or therefore either a controlled manner where you can recover from the process upset, meaning either the processor was cycled from remote run or run to program mode, or either be the key switch on the front of the processor, or either through control through the software like I am right now. You need to have a wait for it to recover, right? So I'll show you an instance of that as far as this goes. So right now, if I go to start the system, right, and I go to my next stage, which is cut it on. So I've cut the motor on now. So in that instance, if I happen to go up here and go to program, then it's basically going to sit here and it's going to sit here in that same state, right? So if I go into remote run, it's going to stay in that same state. So it actually went back to 2 on that. That's because of logic that I have in there. So what I can do is cut that off. What would be an easier way to go about this, and I'll show you, is using the first scan. So and that's using the first scan of the processor cycle. So this is just a best practice that is made for easy recovery for like downloads. Anytime you download to the processor, or anytime you have a process upset where there's like a power failure, or either like I said, somebody went in and cycled the key switch or the through the software up here. So real quick, we'll add a rung and I'll show you how to do that. So this is how to use a first scan bit, and using it in conjunction with either setting a value you want set, or either in this case setting the state machine back to a safe state. So just grab your bit, your examine on bit, your XIO, and basically at that point you just put system, so it's S, and then put your basically just spell it out like this, and then it's at first scan. So it's basically everything abbreviated. If you look at it, it's system first scan, and if you highlight over it, it's the first scan bit. So it naturally knows through the processor, through the Rockwell software, I should say, it already knows that. So it's not like an instruction or something that you can pull up here. You can't necessarily pull it from up here. Not sure. I don't think you can. This is just a natural part of the processor scanning, right? So again, this is the version 30. So, but no matter what version you're running, you can use the first scan, which is a S. And then you want to make sure you put your dots, and then your basically your FS. So for first scan. So in this case, what we can do is drag this down and highlight this and put clear. We can put clear, and then we can take the state that we want to change and put it right there. So if this happens to actually go into that manner, right? So if it happens to have a power cycle, or I throw the system in program and then back to run, the first scan bit will fire. It will fire this to again to 0, because it would basically a clear does goes to 0. And how fast my state machine is, and this is because if it's equal to 0, then basically it will come in here and go to immediately to 2. So what I'll do to show you that this works is I'm going to block this out, so you can just see that it works. Because what you'll see naturally is my state machine will actually go so quick that you won't be able to see it go from 0 to transition out of that. So what I want to illustrate too is the ability to do that, right? So again, so let's just say, for instance, so we're in state 2 right now, right? So let's just go to program mode, and let's go back to run. Okay, so what it did is it cleared the state. So the state of my machine right now is in state 0, which is what I'm considering a safe state. Which also, the way I've programmed this is, and throughout this, how I built this program, if you know, as you've been part of the Motion Mastery course, basically you know that the state machine will recover anyway, so it naturally goes to a safe state of 2. So again, if I come down here and take this AFI out, it naturally will go to a state of 2. So it all depends on how the programmer has done the safe state, because again, I'm going to go to in this particular program, I'm going to go to a safe state of 2. Now, the second manner of doing this would be, and I'll show you, obviously instead of a clear would be a move, right? So you could simply just come in here and load a 0 into this as well. So you could actually delete that, come in here, and you could do it as just like this as well too. So the first Gambit is only going to do it on the first. It's only going to issue on the first scan, so you don't have to worry about this constantly triggering. So I wouldn't worry about that. But just to show you, you know, if this fires, it's just going to load a 0 into my state machine, or into my array, or whatever value you choose to use it on. You don't have to choose to use this on just a state machine or anything like that. You can choose to use this on whatever value you choose to. Like, say for instance, you have speed controls, or you have whatever, you know, value that you want to set to 0, or you want to set to a known factor, or a constant somewhere in the program that you want to set to a known factor based upon system initialization or something. Then this is what this is used for, this first scan bit. So you can actually do that, and you can actually put in a first scan hold so that it kind of holds it. Like, say, put a timer and jump around the timer and make that happen. So I like to, instead of moving a 0, personally, this is just my preference, as I use a clear. That's just me though. I mean, that's just what I prefer to use. So I'll just come and I like to also type it too. So I just put CLR. So, and it just, to me, it just looks a little cleaner. So I choose to use a clear. So when the first scan again happens, it's going to clear that out. So, but again, don't feel like that you have to have this system running, or you have to have use the first Gambit just on a state machine. You could do it on your speeds. In the case of like down further, I think we have speeds, like whatever we want. Yeah, like the speed pot, stuff like that. So if I wanted to clear this number, I can come in here and clear that as well. So as far as that goes, you know, that's based upon a speed pot. So I can actually cut that off. And let's just take this and let's actually go up here and copy this. And I want to show you that you can take whatever you want to and use it. So in this instance, we'll use this as well. Like, say, because you can use multiple things, right? You can do, you know, just multiple things with this. You don't have to do just one thing. In this case, I can do a clear as well, or I can do a move. Let's just and I don't have to go 0. I can load in a 20. You know, if I feel like that's a safe state. I just want to show you that you can do this. So let's go off. And the same thing on program. So this, you know, don't just isolate this down to what I'm doing. So it may be overwritten. I think it's being overwritten right here. Yeah, I think it's being overwritten by this axis speed times that's the that's what's actually being overwritten right now. So it didn't actually do that because it was overwritten. But if we chose to AFI this, I'll show you that too, just to prove out that, you know, so I'm not trying to, I just want to make sure you understand that you can do this. Just make sure that there's nowhere else in the logic that's actually controlling that. So this could be a power down, or it could be, like I said, remote run, or whatever the case may be. So you see it does move into 20, so it, you know, it works. And again, so if I were to come in here and obviously download, it would do the same thing. It would use this first scan, so that would be like an initialization, right? A system initialization, correct? You know, so that I'm gonna make sure I make that clear that you need to have a way to recover from a system failure or process upset. So again, I'm gonna come down here and take this AFI out, because again, I'm using that for my actual speed pot controls for the servo. So I don't want to necessarily you know, take that and take that out of the system. So again, I wanted to show you that using that first scan, because it was something you know, we haven't been over yet. I want to make sure you're well aware that you need to be able to regain control of your system, or put it in a safe state, or put it in a safe manner, or just in case you don't know where it's at when the power, either the power was cycled, or the processor was switched from remote run or run to program mode, or a download happened, or any other process upset for that matter. Maybe somebody pulled the processor from the chassis, or anything like that. I mean, you could have any kind of process upset, or even a major process, like a major program error. If you had a major program error, it would do the same thing, right? So so basically, you need to have a way to recover from that. So what I'm trying to do is show you that using this first scan is very, very much a good tool, and you know, to go ahead and start utilizing this if you haven't seen it. And if you do see this, again, if you do see this throughout your time programming or troubleshooting systems that are currently out there, this is what it does. So don't, you know, if you're wondering why you can't go in here and toggle it and stuff like that, or if, you know, for that matter, you're wondering where it gets triggered from, it's actually from the processor. So don't actually, you know, be concerned with that. It's only going to trigger on the first scan of the processor scanning the logic. Okay, so that will conclude today's video, and I just want to make sure that we had a good understanding of the first scan bit and how to use it. Okay, so hopefully that everything is progressing well, and again, we'll just carry on with the training. Thank you.